was some sort of
Hey
bomb in the
everyone,
city
welcome
yesterday.
to Fallout 3
Gate guard said
gameplay
gunfire
episode
went off for over an
26.
hour.
The game just broke down on me after 10 minutes of gameplay, and I have to replay now the last 10 minutes and record it.
I'm Tammy. Have you seen my good-for-nothing son lately? The little shit is usually up to no good.
There are no bad children, only bad parents. Some kids are just born bad. No, I haven't seen him.
Figures. I'm going to the Muddy Rudder for a drink later. If I see you down there, you can buy me a drink.
Take care, Tammy. That was a nice chat.
Stay away from me! What do you want? Are you one of them?
I'm not going to hurt you. What are you scared of?
I suppose it doesn't matter if I tell you. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is Sister. I'm afraid he's after me.
No, Ted May Wong. Don't worry, I would never turn in a runaway slave.
Really? Oh, thank you. Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I can hardly sleep at night.
Here's 25 caps. Maybe you can buy yourself a gun.
Thank you. I'll go to Flak and Shrapnel's just before closing. I don't have anything to give you, but I think I can trust you with a secret. If you ever go up north, there is a secret slave hideout called Temple of the Union. You might find them useful.
25 caps removed and map, so I find out about a certain location on the map.
Hello.
And I gave some money. And before my game crashed and my recording went into useless nothing, wasted time, I found this entrance to the other side of the ship. This underground entrance. Underwater entrance, and I've entered here. And I went upstairs. She's trying to get some air. Get some air! This is the other part of the ship. And I managed to enter it. And immediately Mirelurk attacked me. Combat shotgun. I better equip my combat shotgun because it will attack me as soon as I enter this. Mirelurk attack. Mirelurk meat. Metal box. Is still receiving a bad amount of radiation. It goes with the territory. And I hope that the game won't crash on me this time around. Oh, and yeah, I activated some kind of trap in the last gameplay, so I try to avoid that this time. The trap blew up everything in the ship and I hardly survived. So there is a gas leakage here and there is a trap somewhere, so we will be extra cautious this time. We disarmed it could be the frag mine. First aid box. Scoped magnum. Oh, and we are back in Rivet City. This door was locked from the outside. This is the other part of the ship, and it was locked from the outside, but we have an entrance, and I suppose we have, yes, we have an auto save if anything happens with the gameplay. If the game keeps crashing on me and I have to take care of that trap ahead. Not sure where did I activated it. Oh, I know, I see it now, I see it. I went through this trap wire. You successfully disarmed the trap wire. And there's a pressure plate. I'm good with disarming now traps. Disarming the rigged shotgun, we need those shotguns because our current shotgun is in very bad shape. Purified water. I had a luck with that frag mine. I wonder it didn't went off into my there's still a gas leakage up here. It's dangerous to roam around here. It could explode from some kind of trap or bomb. And this is the part where the game crashed. I just entered my people and the game crashed because any certain kind of reason, and I was so upset and mad. Come on, wonder glue. No wonder glue. That was a trap, but I avoided it. Door is activated elsewhere. Elsewhere? Where? For example, here. Oh yeah, I'm in someone's personal space or room. I suppose this is not an enemy territory, but because if it was already, someone would attack me. Put away our weapon. Oh, there's a guy. It's Pinkerton. Yes, Pinkerton.
Hey, how the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
What are you doing here in this wrecked part of the ship?
I live here. It's where I do my work, and it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me, so I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything.
Let's discuss the facial reconstruction and mind wipe you did for that android. What kind of work do you do in here?
The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert, and I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
Let's discuss the facial reconstruction and mind wipe you did for the android.
What are you talking about, girl? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's just find out what Pinkerton knows about the android. Cool. Let's just say it's in your best intel, what maybe under caps.
It's things like bottle caps and property and ownership and all that nonsense that makes a person think he's better than another. Bah!
But I'll take your caps just the same. This android came in as one person, and he left as someone else. I replaced his face and his memories.
Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the Wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
100 ball caps removed. I'm sorry you don't get along with Doctor, but we are discussing. What's she got to do with this? Show me this proof about the android.
Well, she's got nothing to do with anything except ruining my whole goddamn life. But I can see you don't give a crap about any of that. Fine. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Note added Pinkerton. Audio recording added Harkness before pictures and after picture. Harkness should be told you'd want to know if you were an android.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm going to have my android army rise up against you and your human ilk. Sorry. Oh, sorry I couldn't resist. I suppose you're right. But don't worry, I didn't really wipe his memories. I just buried them. But you can get them back. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
So why did you help report to Zimmer or warn Harkness about Zimmer? So why did you help the android?
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
What do you know about this android railroad?
Bunch of bleeding heart morons, if you ask me. They're going to get themselves killed one of these days. And for what? Machine liberation? But they have brought me some really interesting tech over the years, so I guess they're okay. And that android, he was the chance of a lifetime.
What do you know about the Commonwealth?
Most of it's blasted nothing, just like here. But there's talk, rumors mostly, about a place called the Institute. That's where Zimmer and that android came from. God knows what else they got going on in there, but it puts our tech to shame, that's for damn sure.
You think you could perform a facial reconstruction on me?
And how? I am the only one in all of the Wasteland with the skill and the guts to perform facial reconstruction, you know. Look, you're different from all those other jerk-offs, so I'll make you a deal. You want a little nip-tuck here and there? I'll do it for you. I'll get to hone my skill, and you'll get the best surgeon around. The likelihood of death by infection at my hands is only 35%, let's say. So, what do you want to look like?
Oh, I can change my look if I don't like it. Okay, at this moment...
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Don't let your guard down.
We have a place to come if we wanna do a facial reconstruction. And now we have a new quest or option to report back to Zimmerman or talk to the android, which is Harkness. He was in the marketplace, if I remember well, or in the on the entrance of Rivet City itself.
Hey there.
And we have nothing else here to do.
Don't even think of
City Founders Log. April 25, 2023, 39 inaugural meeting of the Rivet City Council in attendance. Summary: as the Rivet Station Science Outpost has displayed significant stability in its location and reliable profitability for supply traders, as burgeoning civilian settlement has sprung up in the available space on our ship. To better protect and organize this growing community, we declare a three-man council will act as a governing body to represent the interests of the residents of the newly doubled Rivet City. Android Log 1. I've done it. I've built a circuit neuralizer from spare parts using the diagrams rescued from that vault last year. I'm brilliant. I show those hacks from the Commonwealth now. I stole the mem chip from that jerk Braun. Where does he get off robbing people of their souls like that? Anyway, he's so involved in that simulation that breaking in and taking it was like stealing from a little girl. Of course, I don't know whose memories are on this thing until I integrate it into its new host. But they never specified, so it shouldn't really matter. I can't wait until the subject arrives. Android Log 3. I got those memories into the Android like I was got sending down messages from heaven. Calls himself Harkness now. Thinks he's an old combat veteran. Did a little extra tinkering with his reflex system. He's certainly not someone I want to meet in a fight. When he woke up, he was all confused. We told him he was in a coma for a long time. Between the new memories and the new face I gave him, there isn't anyone that would recognize him. Not even himself. This is Harkness before picture, and this is him now. So those notes are added in our inventory. Big book of science will improve our science skill, but it will be considered as stealing. So I won't touch it for now. Oh, there are some hand grenades. I need 30 explosive, so this trap was actually activating those hand grenades. That was a nasty trap. More ammunition. We need to get back to Harkness or to Zimmerman. I have a choice to report Harkness to Zimmerman, and I suppose he will take him back to the Commonwealth, but I won't do it because as I saw on the internet, you receive an implant from Harkness as a reward, from Zimmerman as a reward, but I don't need that. And you receive a weapon from Harkness if you tell him the truth, and I will choose the weapon over the implant, surgical implant, which will improve your precision in what side, I think. However, I think if I'm right, you cannot get both of the rewards. You cannot get the implant, the precision implant, and the weapon from Harkness. You can choose only, but I could be wrong, of course. Traveling back to Rivet City. 20 minutes into this gameplay. We will play around half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, if the game doesn't crash on me again.
You make it quick. I'm on a tight schedule.
Marketplace. We gotta save now. Autosave. There's Harkness. Okay, cool. If anything go wrong, I have a save.
I'm a little busy right now. Is there a problem?
I'm not sure how to put this. You're not who you think you are.
What's that supposed to mean? Look, kid, I don't have time for existential debate. And I'm not interested in whatever religion you're peddling.
This isn't an existential debate. You are a robot from Commonwealth.
Excuse me? Look, kid, you have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're trying to do here, or you'll be leaving Rivet City by the way of the nearest porthole.
I know you don't believe, but I'm telling the truth.
Truth? If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. There is no such thing as the truth, just the appearance of truth. And for anyone to try to sell their version of the truth, they need evidence. You have no evidence for your ridiculous claims, so I have no more time to waste talking with you.
The fact will speak for themselves. I have pictures and an audio testimony.
All right, I'll humor you. But this is impossible. I can't be a robot. I'm a human being. I breathe. I eat. Hell, I cut myself shaving this morning. I was bleeding. Robots don't bleed.
It's not real blood, Harkness. It's synthetic, just like everything else.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to even think about all this. I'll admit, this is pretty convincing evidence. But it doesn't make any sense. How can this be possible?
Sorry, Harkness, but this is the only way I activate 8321 recall code Violet.
Ah! My God. I remember. I remember it all. From before. Zimmer. The Commonwealth. The Institute. My God. All those runners I brought down. You. You made me remember. Why? How? Never mind. My God. What am I going to do? My life.
No.
Everything. It's all a lie.
What are you going to do about Zimmer? He's the one you were running. Oh, quest complete. Replicate man. So what are you going to do? He's the one you're running away from. Don't worry, Harkness. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you. I'm really not sure how people would react if they found out I'm, not entirely human. Here's a little token of my gratitude. Best weapon I've ever had. And I've had it forever.
So we received the A321 plasma gun and we received karma, so we did do the right thing and I'm glad about it. Well, now that you know the truth, what are you going to do?
I have 2 sets of memories. One android, one human. Some of these are mine. Some belong to someone else. But I'm choosing to be human. It's my choice. The people on this boat look to me to protect them. So that's what I'm going to do.
So what do I call you now? Harkness or 8321?
Well, I'm not really sure. Look, just call me Harkness. That's who I am to the people on this boat who rely on me. It's who I am now. In fact, for everyone's sake, let's just pretend I've always been Harkness. We'll keep the truth a little secret between friends. All right?
So why did you go ahead with the change? Was it worth it?
I don't know. Every time I retrieved one of the runaway androids, they'd fill my head with ideas about self-determination, freedom. At first, I resisted the ideas, but then I started thinking about it. And well, they were right. We're just slaves to them. We deserve lives of our own. So that's what I did. I chose a new life and gave up my old one. And now you've given me both to remember.
I heard you're on some sort of city council.
Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings to talk about citywide issues. It's pretty informal. The council doesn't have much real power.
What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's one of the members of the council. Runs the science lab here. Don't bother her unless it's important. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship.
Stern end. Why did all you decide to live on this rusty old stub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Thanks for the help.
Carry on, then.
I could really use one.
So we exploited everything, every conversation that we had with Harkness, and we received one of the best, if not the best weapon in this game, I think, and we will equip it at under number 3. What can I... Oh no, I dropped it. Accidentally, of course. A320Y plasma rifle. Can I look at it and something? Examine it. I don't know. It uses microfusion cells and I have 200 microfusion cells, around 200. I need to buy more microfusion cells. Oh, it's a great gun.
Let me or a security officer know if you see him.
Made up your mind?
I need you to repair. Can I see what guns you have for sale? Does he have microfusion cells? Apparel 8, stim pack, ammunition, electronic charge. He has microfusion cells. How many? Let's say we take 81. Oh, it's not cheap, but I will buy it.
Thanks.
I need those
Anything
microfusion
out of
cells. We have around 300 now. What else we can do what else can we do on this ship quest? Look for deads in Project Purity control room. Let's, for example, see news radio, museum technology, Myler, find Brian Wilkes' father. All those missions are not on this ship. From notes we have Harkness. That is the same logs that we read on the Pinkerton's computer.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to undergo a memory transfer. I'm here at Rivet City,
What are you looking at?
where I've already had my face altered to look like someone
Shit.
else.
Just what this whole
I'm
needs.
still getting used to the sound of my
Either
new
buy
voice,
me a drink or
but
take
soon
your
I won't even remember what I used to sound like. I'm recording this at the request of
I
Pinkerton,
guess you're okay.
who performed the surgery and will do the memory transfer. It will be the final
Don't let me
testimony of the man I once was and still am for the moment. I want to live my own life on my own terms as my own man. I used to work for the Synth Retention Bureau of the Commonwealth, but I'm done with that life. I'm through with being someone's property. I am not malfunctioning. Since when is self-determination a malfunction? When this is all over, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion. But I'd be lying if I said I was doing this for selfless reasons. I'm scared as hell, and running away is the only option I have.
Could you take it easy, man? Pinkerton's passcode missing my sand trophy. May Wong is afraid of a man named Sister in Rivet City who she thinks is a slaver. Bannon has asked me to search Seagrave Holmes' room to see if I can find anything incriminating about him. Then Bannon can stop him from taking over his council seat. Angela and Diego. It seems that Stella has a crush on Diego because he's a priest. He's been resisting her. She seems to think that ant pheromones might help to seduce him.
Despite the harshness of the wasteland, I've discovered in more than a few here a compassion that is unheard of in the Commonwealth.
We have a schematic for bottle cap. Bottle cap mine. Sprint mod we already.
Zimmer, By the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Good riddance. We got to this building now from Rivet City, it's not far away. There's some large pipes coming out to... You discover Jefferson Memorial. It's a new location. So Rivet City, Jefferson Memorial, we are on the lower right corner of the map. And we have plenty more to explore. This game is more awesome than it looks on first sight. Oh no. Enemies on sight. Brutal demolition. I took him apart. Hunting rifle. Items. Hunting rifle. Let's repair with another. I have almost fully healthy hunting rifle, but with not too much ammunition. So we'll switch back to 10mm pistol. Gift shop. We got to the gift shop. Door to Jefferson Museum and the gift shop. Okay, since we 32 minutes into this gameplay, we are saving the game. Thank you very much for watching this video and for joining me in such great numbers, subscribing to my channel. We will continue in some of the next days. The next episode will be coming up. Episode Fallout 3 Gameplay 27. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode.